I'm going to be going over the 3 very best clients for Minecraft Bedrock Edition 1.21. And starting off with a definitely deserved 3rd place, we're going to be looking at Horion client. Now also feels like a good time to mention that all of the clients in this video are going to be linked down in the description below. Anyways, Horion client is one of the all-time most popular Minecraft Bedrock Edition clients, the most popular one on my channel as well, and it's been around for incredibly long. So Horion's made a good name for itself, and it's definitely also a great client. Looking at the commands that this client has, Horion has pretty much the most extensive commands out of all Bedrock clients out there. For right now, that is. Sadly, of course, we can't use most of them for multiplayer, but either way, it is definitely worth looking at them. Now, with that, even though Horion has been around for very long, and I've made an entire video on going back to some really old versions with Horion, they're still developing and improving their client to this day, which is, of course, something we love to see. Together, of course, with always keeping it updated to the latest version. Looking at the tab GUI as well as the click GUI areas over here, this client has great customizability and somewhat of a little bit of a generic UI. Horion has all the utilities that you would expect from a great Minecraft Bedrock Edition client, together with some really unique and potentially also questionable utilities. As you can see, most of these do have their own full customization menus, allowing you to use these however you really want. With that, Horion also has a full GUI editor and some really great HUD customization options, which is something they didn't actually used to have, but have been expanding on massively recently. Anyways, overall, I would rank Horion as one of the best overall clients for the latest version of Minecraft Bedrock Edition. In a definitely also deserves 2nd place, we have Latite client, and not just any version of Latite client, but Latite v2. So, just like Horion, Latite has been around for quite a while. However, recently they have actually brought out Latite client v2, which, in my opinion, is definitely it's just insane. I was looking out for Latite client v2 for quite a while because they pushed back the release date a few times. The final product of what we got was definitely completely worth the wait, and Latite is definitely the very best legit client out there for Minecraft Bedrock Edition right now. Opening up the Click GUI, which is this area right over here, we're met with a really clean, yet also compact and easy to navigate layout. You can enable utilities really easily, collapse their customization menus just like this, which all look really good, and not to mention that all of these utilities have some of the most customization that I have ever seen for utilities in any Minecraft client. As well as the fact that this client has a bunch of those small quality of life features that really just bring it that much higher. For example, simple reset buttons in all of these customization menus. Not only that, but the Latite client also supports custom plugins together with all of the utilities that they already have. They have probably the best zoom out there, which includes animated zoom with custom dampening, which I am a huge fan of, and of course, amazing HUD customization. When you first open up the Click GUI, you're already directly brought to the HUD customization area, and going into this settings area, there is a massive list of utilities that will show up on your screen and help you manage your in-game data. I can turn on a few of these and show that as an example. I'll turn on maybe the clock, the FPS counter, and I'll turn on maybe something like my ping display, although I'm not in a server right now. Anyways, by simply clicking on this button up here as well, I can be brought right over to the GUI customization area and manage my HUD just like this. Even though the background is blurred, what I love, you can still see exactly where you're going to be placing everything on your screen, as well as with the life-saving fact that this client has snapping. You can also increase and decrease the size of all of these utilities And not only that, but right clicking on them will bring you directly back to their customization menus, which are also absolutely insane. All of the HUD elements have massive customization, together with the fact that you'll get a real-time preview of what the HUD element looks like right down in the bottom over there. With that, the client also allows for some further customization, and overall is definitely one of the best built clients out there for Minecraft Bedrock Edition as a whole. And I can definitely tell you that if I were to ever make a full tier list of all-time Minecraft Bedrock Edition clients, that Latite V2 would rank incredibly high. And finally, in first place for today, I'm going to be putting Prax. So Prax is really the newest client on this list and is a pretty new client in general to Minecraft Bedrock Edition. But I believe that they're absolutely killing it. And because the client is so new, they're actually still developing it and making sure that it improves with every update. Opening up the Click GUI, as you can see, it looks like you will expect a Click GUI to look. It has the generic and trusted look of the OG Click GUIs, however they have a pretty modern take on it. And with these color schemes, I think it looks absolutely amazing. Not only that, but they also have, as you can see, massive customization with their utilities, allowing you to configure things exactly how you would like to. With that, they also have an IRC, which is the in-game relay chat. I often see people being confused about that, but I really like the fact that Prax has this, seeing as it's something that a lot of Java clients do have. With that, in this Click GUI area that they not only have the Click GUI, but also full Click GUI theme customizations, friends menus, a keybind manager, and a config manager with an actual GUI interface as opposed to configs being purely through commands. Similarly to Horion, Prax also has a bunch of commands, as you can see. Most of these you will recognize from Horion client, apart from the fact that I believe that they've removed most of the commands that don't work for multiplayer, which, to be honest, is fair enough because you don't really need those anymore. And every time I open up Horion and see them, I get reminded that I have 200 comments to reply to of people asking what happened to them. Jokes aside, Prax is definitely a great client. Looking at the HUD right here as well, which by default is probably one of the best default looking ones, and opening up the Click GUI and going back to this area over here, in this visuals tab there is a whole list of things that you can customize on here. In general, Prax feels very inspired by some of my favorite Minecraft Java Edition clients and brings some of the best parts that they have right over to Bedrock Edition. However, still makes it definitely feel like a hardcore Bedrock Edition client. Anyways, basically, for right now, that was mainly that. Let me know in the comments if you agree with this ranking or if you would have done something completely different. Anyways, for right now, thank you ever so much for watching, and I do of course hope to see you again in the next one. Bye-bye!